Sorry, I'm on mute. Sorry for that. Am I audible now? Hi, Pavan. Hi, Bhavita. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I was on mute and talking. Sorry for that. I didn't notice. Yeah. Yeah. Can you just please confirm now? If all good, we can start. Hello. Yeah. Can anyone put in the comment section whether I'm audible or not audible now? So I just unmuted the mic. So please let me know. Okay. Thank you, Bhavita. Thank you for confirming. Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Mm. So just let's wait for just one last minute. Hi, Manoj. Okay, it's 8:05. So let's start the session. Yeah. So welcome to the week one summary of the course Python to Gen AI. So as we know, last week we started last Saturday. We started this course. So we gave the orientation. What is the course? What are the objectives from the course? And what is the course structure? So all these details we we have gone through in the orientation. So then we kick-started the week one. So we uploaded the videos in the YouTube. So and then we have a Discord group too. So if anyone is not part of Discord group, so please join there. And then we have I will just show quickly. So we have this Discord group, so a lot of people are there. My bad. One second. Yeah, hi Pooja. Hi Siva. Yeah. So whoever are attending this coursework, so please join this Discord group. So we'll be posting a lot of updates, assignments, content. So you can use this and you can see this announcement check section for the course updates. You can use this particular channel course content Q&A if you have any questions on the content. If you have any questions on assignment and projects, you can use this channel. So please start putting time on. I mean, whenever you have questions, you have queries, so please don't hesitate to ask. So we are here to help. So use this particular channel, which is called Multimagic's YouTube Learning Community. So here you just or Myga YouTube Learning Community, both are same. So just keep using these channels here. So that's about the communication perspective. So next thing, yes, I just want to touch on one thing. Uh, so I think everyone are able to download the code from the GitHub. I think so. So if you can just respond, yes, yeah, yeah. See here, you can download multiple ways. So this is the link we have provided. So you can just come here and then you can download the zip directory. Or if you have Git Bash installed on your console or on your laptop, you can just copy this HTTPS link and then you can just go here. And I have already a project. Yeah, you can just use this git clone command also. So using this git clone, you can just you can download the code. See, currently we have only week one, week two content inside this course. So let's tomorrow or day after tomorrow we'll be updating week three content also. So what you need to do, you don't need to download the project again. You just need to do git pull. I mean, I need to first go into the course. Okay, so cd pycore. So you just type the command git pull. So it will automatically update all the code. You don't need to download every time. So that's the advantage of the Git. So if you're not familiar with the Git, so please go through the Git commands. I will share this link. So but don't worry, we'll be not using all these commands. So the major commands we'll be using is like Git pull. It means you are getting the latest code from the Myga repository. Okay, so this is how you get the latest code. If I think most of them are not familiar with the Git, so this is a version control. So all the source code will be here. So anyone can download. How to download? Yes, you can directly download zip, or you can use the better way is you can use this Git commands, Git console. if you're comfortable. Okay, it's not like mandatory you just have to every time, but only thing is every time the code is updated you just need to see the code is updated 17 hours back, so every time you just need to download the zip file. Rather than that you can use this console. So that is one more thing I want to touch upon. And one more thing I will just uh, check today is it's about yeah, the Python environment. So let's start this week review. So let's go here. So we just started this week one with Python environment setup. See, I'm just see this particular live session is just revisiting the things what you have done at a high level. I will just give a very high level glance. I will focusing more on assignments and project. So the thought process, what you should do in building the logic for the assignments as well as the projects. So I will focus more on that, but at the same time, I will just quickly recap what has happened, what happened in the week one. So first you need to create a Python. So I didn't Python installer will be there. You just need to install the Python. So the after installing the Python, you need to create a virtual environment like this. So I have the folder here. See, I have my folder here. So I have created virtual environment inside this project Python basics inside this folder. Okay. So what you can do is for every week. So week one Python basics, you create a virtual environment under this folder, and then you activate the environment. And then after activating the environment, you can just do pip install notebook and Jupyter notebook. Okay, so why we need to install every time pip install notebook is because we don't want to mix all the dependencies of one 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 module to other module. Sometimes you need to install a lot of libraries. You will see this advantage when you move towards the phase 2 like ml, nlp and data learning. So there, deep learning, there you will see a lot of libraries we need to install. So the performance will be slow. So the better way is, okay, so week one create a virtual environment and then activate this virtual environment with this command and then launch the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so same thing. So that's the better practice. Yeah, just ensure every time you install pip command you activate the environment, or every time you're launching the Jupyter notebook, ensure you activate the environment. If you didn't activate the environment, it treats as if you are running globally. So sometimes that libraries will not be found. Okay, so please take a so please make a note of it. Okay, so any doubts on the virtual environment? If no, I will just I will wait. I mean, if there are any doubts, I'll wait. Then I will just move on if there are no doubts. Yeah, I think there is some lag in the stream, but yeah, that's okay. I will just keep continuing. You can post your queries at any time. So you can just stop me in between any time. So whenever I saw the comment here, I will just try to respond. Okay. So now let's go to the different concept. Yeah, maybe I can wait for a couple of seconds if there are any queries. Yeah. So now let's start on this particular thing. One second. So I will just ensure. Okay. Yeah, if any doubts, let me know. If not, I will just go ahead. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. So the next is about Python. So in the in the week one, we have gone through a lot of concepts. So let me quickly recap here. So first is we have. I'm just providing very high level details. I don't want to repeat the things. So yes, we are doing some type conversions here. So if so, this is of string, and you can typecast this to an int. Yes, and you can typecast this to a string, this integer to string, and you can also print type of variable to check the data type. Okay, so there are different data types in Python. Yes, and you can convert one data type to other data type, int to string, string to int, and like that you can convert, but provided you need to pass a meaningful information before conversion, or else you will get a runtime error, and you are catching that in the exceptions already. Okay. So the next thing is, let me enable the chat. Okay. Yeah. So the next is about conditions. So we will just see, yeah, if conditions, like in Python, the main thing is you need to keep maintaining the indexing properly. Okay. It is all about parentheses or the braces. You need to indexing, you need to follow properly. You need to keep here four spaces definitely. So this is a if block, else if block, else block. So this is how you define the conditional loops, and each condition ends with colon, and then you need to maintain proper indexing. Actually, indexing means here you need to maintain four spaces. Okay. So type conversions, conditions, we also discussed about loops here. You can see here, yeah, here we have gone through a lot of concepts. So I can just yeah. Yep, we have gone to Python introduction. We have seen string operations, booleans, logical operations, type conversions, checking, conditional loops. So I don't want to repeat everything. That's why I'm just going at high level. So this is a while loop, conditional loop. You can just put one condition and do whatever you want inside the loop. And this is the for loop. So yes, for item in collection, this collection is means list or dictionary, anything. So you can just keep going, can keep iterating. Okay. So one key reminders, yes, use double equal to for comparison and is equal to for assignment. And indentation matters, four space, that is standard, that is must. And the next is range of 5. It gives 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, in the video, in the examples we have provided, you can iterate in the loop based on range, based on list. So if you're giving range means it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So next we have gone through a lot of string manipulation. So see, if there is a string, how to split the string? You split the string by white spaces by default. If you are not giving anything, you are splitting the string by with white spaces. If you are giving comma, it means you are splitting the string by comma. And if your text dot strip, it will strip unnecessary white spaces, not in between, but from the beginning of the string and after the end of the string. It will not remove any white spaces between the characters or strings. And there is a one more thing called text dot replace, which will replace the string. And then we have seen the join method. So how to, I mean, the how join method helps us to form from the list, you will form a string. Okay. So split reverse mechanism is join. Split means string, you will split it into list, but join from list, you will convert that into a string. Okay. So, and we have also seen how to, yes, this is very widely used, how to print log commands using the string formatting. So here f of means format string. So this is a variable name, it's called placeholder, and the score is a placeholder. Dot one f means floating point after decimal, only print one value. So we have seen string formatting, string methods, string manipulations. We have also seen some examples on regular expressions. So if there is any email, if you want to search for any email or any alphabets, so slash d stands for digits, and slash w backward slash w plus stands for one or more words. So we have also gone through a lot of regular expressions. You can just refer to the videos. So the key thing is split creates a list, join combines all the uh, list back to the string, and strip only removes from ends, not middle. And f strings are formatted strings, and yeah, instead of percentile you can use like this f of format. So this is all about we have gone through in week 1. So the main focus is Python setup using Jupyter Notebook. And and actually one of the student asked me whether we can use VS Code. Actually I am using VS Code here now. I mean, I just opened, so I'll just quickly show you how to use uh, VS Code with a Jupyter Notebook. So the steps are same. Until here it's everything. You need to install Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Until here the steps are same. But instead of launching the notebook, you are launching the Jupyter from the VS Code. Okay. So you can also use VS Code also, provided all these steps are installed. So this is about environment. This is about our core structure, and this is about the basic data types and conditional loops. and these are the string manipulations. And we have also seen few things on collections. So what are collections? Collections means here the data structures. See, my underscore list is a 1 2 3. You can add at the end. Append means it will add the element at the end. You can also at the end you can insert multiple items 5 comma 6, and you can access the list with the indexing, and you can slice the list using this indexing mechanism. Okay, so we have provided a lot of examples on that too, so please go through it. Now next, one more important data structure in the Python we'll come across is data dictionaries. So dictionaries means here you will have a key and a value. So here key is name and values allies. So you can access keys, you can access values. Data dot, remember data dot items means you're iterating both on key and value. So if you don't mention dot items, you're only iterating through keys. And if you're mentioning dot values means you're iterating over the values. So whenever there is a dictionary, if you want to iterate, just use dot items. Okay. And we have also gone through tuples. Tuples is 10 comma 20. Yes, tuples means like immutable. Once you define the tuple, you can't change it. You can't update it. It is constant. You can just only access it. Okay. So set is a unique element. This is this like the syntax is like this. So it will not have any duplicates. Even though if you mention duplicates, automatically it will remove it, and the set will carry only this 1 2 3. So there are a lot of operations on set also we are doing. So please go through that. Okay. So let me zoom it a bit, maybe. Yeah. So next, see, we are combining. See, the main aim is like, so by combining all these things, P 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, we have given few assignments actually. So I will just go through few examples. I mean, few assignments here. I will not tell you the complete assignment how to do, but at least one assignment I will completely do with you, along with you. And then maybe the next assignment, for the next couple of assignments, I will just give you the basic building blocks, and then you can start continuing build on that. Okay, same with the project. See, so far we have discussed, so I will just pause it here for a second. Any questions team is having, please let me know. Any questions, any doubts, you can just put in the chat. I will just address it now. If not, I will just go to the assignment section. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me wait for a couple of seconds. No, let me okay. Okay. I'm a bit rushing. No, let me wait. Okay. So okay, let me pause. Let me ask a different question. So how many of you are able to do all the assignments and the projects, or how are you enjoying this course for the week one? So any comments before we go into the assignments? What do you feel about the course? You can put any comments in the comment section or in the live chat. Okay. So what do you think so far? So about week one, is the content is crisp and clean? Are you able to understand the basics? And how about the assignments and all other things? Are you able to go through it? I know you a lot of people are having college, but still, yeah, you need to. Few students already asked me a lot of questions personally, but yeah, I encourage them to put questions on Discord also, because that is a global platform. So if you ask any question, all other students will all, if they have same doubt, we don't need to repeat the answering it again. But please don't hesitate to ask whether that question is big question or small question. So please keep asking us. Okay. So I'm hoping in week two we'll see a lot of queries from the students. Yes. Okay. So on that note, so let's start the assignment here. So here what I will do is I will just first start with the problem statement. So given, yeah, see, if there are any comments, I'm just I will go through it. You can put at any time, not only when I am asking any comments. You can ask me anytime. Okay, you can ask me anytime. I will, if there is any comment immediately, I will address it. Okay. Once repeat regular expressions. Yeah. Okay. So let me go through this actual file then. Yeah. Regular expressions. Okay. Python introduction, strings, bool, type conversions. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I know regular expressions is bit challenging. So let me explain you. Okay. So there is a video on this too. You can refer to that, but let me give you one classic example. Okay. See, first before starting with the regular expression, you need to understand the regular expression tokens, what it is meant. So in first, what are the regular expressions used for? See, let's say you have a text here. Okay, you want to search whether there is an email in this particular text. You can write a logic. Okay, for you can iterate through each character and then tell if there is at the rate, if there is a dot com, if the username. So it's, you can do in a very raw way. Okay, but that is not a good way of programming or good way of practicing. Okay. The thing is, you need to use regular expressions. So this is the library import re. Re means this is a basic Python library. You don't need to install via pip. It is by default provided by the Python. Okay. So you just need to install this. You just need to import this. Okay. So now this particular library will have certain functions re.search. So now here I'm using this particular example to search an email. So first let's break it down one by one. Dot means any character, slash d means digit, slash w means word, star means zero or more, plus means one or more, question mark means optional, and this tilde is starting of string and dollar is end of the string. So you need to remember this, what each regular expression token is meant for, and we will combine all these tokens to form a regular expression. See, we are designing our own expression. So here my purpose is, my goal is to figure out email ID. So for that, what regular expression best fits? You can define your own regular expression. At the end, it should identify email from the text. So let's start with slash w plus. It means your email ID should start with one or more word. So here I have only one word user, but it can also have more one or more words. Okay. And next, uh, here I have two words, user and 123. Okay. So next you have at the rate here. Okay. So this is at the rate. Okay. So next I have one or more words, slash w plus. Okay. Here in the case I'm seeing here example. Okay. And then I'm telling in my sequence I want dot. Okay. And then again I'm telling one or more word, which is dot com. Okay. So this is very simple way of putting the, see here, here I'm just telling. Okay. So I want to find an email ID and this is my regular expression. And how do I define my expression? So one or more words, at the rate, one or more words, dot, and one or more words. See here before dot, there is this particular character. So this is called a delimiter, or we are telling treat dot as not as a special character. You don't treat this as a regular expression. Treat dot as a special character. Okay, so that's why you are putting one extra backspace here. So don't get confused with this. Okay, so let's see one more example. See, this is for digits. Okay, so here we are telling, okay, just one or more digits. So search one or more digits. I'm finding 4782 and 3. Okay. And one more thing is, yes, this is one more example. Identifying phone number. Starting with plus, I mean, this plus is a escape character. I am telling treat plus as a special character. So don't get confused with with this slash d and this just this sequence character. Okay. You will represent this sometimes to just to tell that next character is a special character. Don't treat that as a regular expression. And then you'll use this again with a regular expression token also. Okay. So once you keep practicing all these things, you will definitely understand. So this is one more regular expression. You- So this is starts with here means one or more. This square bracket means whether word is matching, or word and this dot is matching, or word and hyphen is matching, like this. Okay. So this is about using square indices. So like that you can based upon your requirement, you can design your own regular expression. Okay. So yeah, you can just keep practicing more on it. So on that note, again I will move back to the assignment. So I think it's so let me go to the assignment again. Mm. So I hope I'm clear on regular expression. Yeah, if all okay, let me know. I will start with the assignment. I'll just wait for a couple of seconds. I'm seeing some comments. Okay. Okay, fine. So now let's move on to another topic. Not another topic. So on the assignment part. See the main intention of the assignments are for practice. So the more you practice, the more better understanding of the concepts you will get. Okay. So at the same time, just ensure you are putting the thought behind the while doing the assignments. Okay. So here I have so first whenever an assignment is there, so first let's how to approach an assignment. So first try to understand the problem statement. Given a multi-month spending data with categories, students need to calculate total spending per. So it is only given a multi-month spending data with categories student needs to. So this is the multi-month spending data of students. Okay. So in January, student is spending on food $150, on transport 80, and miscellaneous is 50, and this is for each month. So now what is required is calculate total spending per month. Okay. So and we also need to do all these four operations. So for just this assignment I will show you all the four operations, and for rest of the things you can just I will show important code blocks. So because I don't want to put too much emphasis in the live actually. So now first let's start with this first assignment. So the first aim is calculate total spending. Oops. So first is you need to put calculate total spending per month. Okay. So total spending per month, how can you tell? So you need to, so what kind of data structure is this? Monthly data. So first start understanding what is the input. So once you start understanding the input, then you can decide how to iterate or how to access the elements of the data structure. Okay. So this is a dictionary because based on the syntax. That is clear. Okay. So the next is we have a key. Key is string and value is a one more dictionary. So this is a nested dictionary where key is a string and value is a one more dictionary because it has different set of key value pairs. So you need to iterate carefully here. Okay. So the first we'll do first thing calculate total spending per month. Okay. So now let me open one new notebook file. You can use Jupyter also. Okay. I mean Jupyter notebook. I'm just for sake of providing some information. I'm just telling you can also do it here. Okay. So from Markdown. Okay, it's not Markdown. You change this to cell. Okay, code. Okay. So let's copy the requirement first. So first let's do this. Calculate. This is the first thing. Calculate total. Okay. So Markdown means you can just copy only text. You can just compile this. It will be like this. Okay. So in VS Code, you need to select this kernel. Okay, it is connecting to the kernel. Okay, let's wait. Yeah. So now if you I will just for the sake, I will just restart the kernel. Okay. So now we can execute this. Yes. So but before that, let me save the file. Okay. Yep. So this is treated as okay. This is treated as not markdown. This is treated as Python code. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, let's do first let's save the file. That is okay. So here I'm telling assignment 1. Okay, so first I'm telling this is, I will select the kernel first. This is the virtual environment I created. Okay, I selected that. So now I will just take the requirement. So this is the code cell. So I don't want code cell, I want markdown cell. So I can see here it is a markdown now. Markdown means you can just put the requirements to see what is required. So I'll just put this monthly data here. Okay, and then I will also calculate this total spending per month. Okay, okay. So this is my data. Okay, or you need to follow the markdown language syntax. So the better way is you can just put this asterisk. Okay, and then you can put more asterisks here. Yeah, so that way at least it is. So now let's see. So here we have a, let's execute this. Okay, so this is the, we need to calculate total spending per month. Okay, so now let's start adding one code block here. Okay, so first what we will do is we will, what is the first thing, calculate total spendings per month. So the thing is, for January what is the total spendings, for February what are the total spendings, for March what is the total spendings. So we need to iterate couple of times. So let's start. So first I will declare one empty dictionary. So monthly underscore totals is equal to, see why I'm creating a dictionary here. It's because I need a key value here. So for January, what is the total cost? For February, what is the total cost? For March, what is the total cost? So I need key as well as value. So initially I don't know. I need to start populating this. Okay. Mm, I will write in the same cell. Okay. So now let's iterate. So how to iterate in dictionary? So since this is a dictionary nested dictionary, for month comma categories in monthly underscore data. Okay. So you need to copy this data type also, monthly underscore data. Copy this. Maybe the requirement is, let's keep it very simple. Calculate. Okay. So now first put this data here. Okay, and then this is the monthly totals in categories in monthly underscore data. Since this is a dictionary, to iterate we need to mention dot items. Okay, so you need to end with colon, and then what is the total? Total is equal to, I'm using inbuilt function sum of. So first you take categories. Categories means this. See, dot items, it returns keys and value. So this month is key, this categories is value. Since I need this entire sum, I'm just iterating the, I'm just extracting the values and summing it up. As simple as that. So categories dot values. Okay. So what it will, the first requirement is almost done. I mean, see here total means sum of categories dot values means here categories dot values will give a list of values of for the month of January is 150, 80, 950. So and I'm just adding it up. So that will give the January month total expenditure. Okay. So but you need to create a dictionary. You need month and as well as you need the value. So now let's start populating the dictionary. So monthly underscore totals, and what is the current month? This is the month, is equal to, what is the value? Total value. Okay. So next, so now let's start printing this. So print of, so I will use formatted string f quotes, and then first let's put, okay, colon total is equal to dollar dot format, or you can just, you don't need even that, you can put directly here month. So for which month, what is the total expenses? Okay. Yeah. So you can just run this once. Okay. So let's restart the kernel once. Yeah. See, that's the problem with the VS Code. It will be, it is not integrating Jupyter Notebook in the VS Code. It's not, sometimes it works better, it not works better. That's why I recommend to run everything from the Jupyter Notebook itself. Yeah. So now we got, for each month, what are the total expenses? For Jan, it is 280. For Feb, it is 290. And for March, it is 300. So please remember that here we are iterating twice. So one is we are iterating through nested dictionary. Items will give key comma value, and these values are stored in categories. Here the value is the entire dictionary. So that way, I am extracting from the dictionary values, category dot values. I don't need key here because I just want the sum of all the values only. Okay. But again, after adding it up, I need to tell this edition is belongs to which month, this total expenses. So I am populating my key value here, then I'm finally printing it. Okay. So I think the better is, you can easily, based upon the other, you can also just keep practicing this 2 3 4 blocks. It is just straightforward, whatever topics we have discussed, but just ensure you are applying that logically. So first think, what is input data, what kind of data structure it is. So what is the what is the problem, what is the problem statement, and what is the solution we need to apply. So they are telling you need to calculate total spending per month. So it means you have to somehow access this. So in order to access this, you need to iterate through this dictionary. Since this is a nested dictionary, I need to do values again. Okay. So that's, so you just keep understand the question, what is the what is the correct appropriate solution for it. Try to maintain as simple as possible. Okay. So they don't make it start with a complicated code. So like that you can keep building the rest of the assignment actually. So you can now find overall, how do you do find overall average spending? So how do you do that? Overall average spending. So you already got no monthly underscore totals. Okay. So that is straightforward. So monthly. So what is the total total spent is equal to, or total amount is equal to, I can just do sum of monthly totals. Okay. So this will just give me each month total. Okay. Sum of all the monthly totals. So now what is the average? It is equal to total spent, total amount divided by length of monthly totals. Okay, done. So what we are doing here, we are doing the second requirement, find overall average spending. So overall average spending for each month or the entire overall. Okay, so that's why we are for sum of monthly totals. Okay, these are the monthly totals. Sum of all the monthly totals for how many months? 3 months. So now let's average. Will get the average. So let's run this cell again. Yep. Okay. So we got type error. It is complaining. Yeah, you can see here. See sum of mhm, dot values. You need to give here dot values. See, because monthly totals is a dictionary. We'll be having key and values. So you can't add keys. So by default, if you don't provide anything, by default it will take keys. So this is the general mistake we'll generally do. Okay, we have a dictionary and then we do, but by default it takes key. Okay, int has no length. One more error. Okay, so let's do length of not total amount, here length of monthly totals. Okay, so let's execute this. Okay, so let's print that average too. Okay, now let's run. Yeah, so average is 290. Okay, so let me delete this unnecessary cell here. Yeah. See, be very careful while accessing the dictionaries. So what is, when to use key, when to use values, while doing average, what is the total amount, what is the length of this monthly totals. So the every time the logic building, you need to ensure you are using the concept correctly. So this is one very best use case actually. Okay. So now so as we are let's move on to other assignment. Okay, so I will just give you the basic structure, then we'll move on to the mini project also. See, this assignment to is almost the same. See, you have this log parser. Okay, so the idea is log entry parser. So you have a raw string, multi-line string. So what you are telling, you need to tell how many entries are there by log level and extract all error messages. So first understand what is the problem statement and what is the expected output. So it is telling how many entries are there. So entries means here there are four entries, four log level informations are there. And out of they are telling categorize. So info entry 1, error entry 1, error entry 2 are there, and warning entry 1 is there. Okay. And they are also asking us to extract all error messages. So I need how many entries are there? Four total entries. And how many entries for info? One. And how many entries for error? Two. How many entries for warning? One. And I also want all error messages. So this is my basic requirement. Okay. So I will do one thing. Maybe I can just show you a bit of pseudo code, and then you can just see what is happening. So that way, at least, uh, see here you can see first you need to, I will just show you this one thing. So first you need to understand. So this is my raw string. It is also called as multi-line string. Okay, it is a multi-line string, and you need to first strip this. What strip is doing? It is removing all the white spaces wherever it is required. Okay, and then split means you are splitting this four lines, this entire string into four lines, and the delimiter is slash n, which is new line. So whenever you are declaring a string like this, all the strings are separated by slash n. So we are getting first like this. So by this, we are getting how many entries? Entries are the length of the log lines. Okay, that is the total entries. Okay. So now error count is 0, info count is 0, warning count is 0, error message is empty. So now we need to identify all these things. So what is the error count? Okay. How many entries are there for error? How many entries are there for info? How many entries are there for warning? How many entries are there for error messages? Okay. You need to compute for this. So the basic thing is, yes, you just need to do first each line. So now entire para you split it into lines. And from lines you need to split into strings. And after splitting into strings, again you need to join few things. Okay, so here it is. So first you need to split the for each line into list, and from there you need to join few things to get the timestamp and level and messages. So it's all about string manipulation, splitting, joining, all just that one classic example, and finally getting all the things. Okay, so just keep practicing just whatever concepts we learned in week one. So we are going through the practical implementation. So we give, but with a real use case. So all the examples we are seeing here, it will be useful while we are writing Gen AI applications, or in future if you're doing any project work, or if you go to any entry level roles also. Yes, you need to build this logic. Okay. So I'm leaving this like for take home, like student grade calculator. So yeah, so this is also a raw string allies. So you need to split by lines. Maybe I can just quickly show you that part also. Maybe yeah, yeah, okay. hmm Yeah. So this is the string. Okay. Here also you need to just go ahead and break it down all the strings and then use this split methods, all those things. Okay. So it's just a simple law. I mean, you just keep first try to understand the requirement, and then see which data type is best fitting for that, and how to simplify that problem. So think in those aspects. Don't try to just mug up with the concept. Okay. So next we'll discuss about one last thing in the live session for the today. So then we will take some queries and then we'll end the session. So it is about one mini project. So let's take this one second thing, second one I will think. I just like this. Okay. So first let's go to the question. Yep. Yeah. So this is a very well designed project. So whatever you have seen in week one, almost all the topics are touched here. You name it anything, all the topics are touched. So let's, okay. Let me do one thing. Let me open this. Yeah, my bad. Okay. So here, see, we have a very so first understand. See, whenever a project comes, you need to start understanding again. I'm repeating it again and again. So you need to understand the requirements first. But what I am telling is there is a project called contact management system. So this, by doing this one single project, you will be covering all these topics. Believe me. So that's how the assignment is designed. The project is designed. So what we want is they're telling they're okay. I need a contact management system, just like in your cell phones, how you're maintaining a contacts of each and every user. So like that, I want to maintain a contact management system so that I can display all the contacts in a table. I can count how many contacts belong to certain group or organization, and I want to get unique organization sets. I mean, what are the how many under that organization? How many phone numbers are there? And you can I need to be able to search by contact number, and I need to filter contacts by organization. It's just manipulating the data. You just need to do a lot of searching mechanism here. So you this is the data. This is the sample data. Okay. So this is what we need to print actually. But the input is not given in this fashion. Okay. So the input is given something like this in a tuple format, or like this: contacts, allies, Bob Smith, care. So, but with this data structure, you can't get all this information. So it is tough to travel through tuple and get all this information. So based upon this data, you need to form this table, and also you also need to perform these all these operations, search operations, how to get contacts by group, by organizations. So you can just simply start. So I will just do one to do step here one, and rest you can just do. So first thing is it is telling display all contacts. Okay. So to display all contacts, what we need to do? Yeah, anyone can help me, or you want me to start addressing that? Okay. So to display all the contacts, first you need to unpack the tuple. Okay. So let's start unpacking the tuple first. Okay. Okay. Mm, yep. So let's do it. hmm So for contact in, so this I am iterating through the tuple. So tuple means it has multiple values like this. This is not a list. This is immutable. So for contact in contacts, uh, so first you need to unpack the tuple. So what we are trying to do is here we are trying to, what is the first requirement? Display all contacts. The contact number is the second index, first index. This is 0, this is 1. So first we need to unpack this tuple. So what is the tuple order here? Name, phone, email, and organization. So you need to unpack. So you need to unpack in the same order: name, phone, email, and then you can just copy this: organization is equal to. So how to unpack? You just need to put contact here. Okay. So this is nothing but we're unpacking the tuple here. So I might try. I have a tuple, which is one of the data structure. I want to. My first goal is I want to display all the contact numbers. Such that for that I need to iterate through the tuple. So at the point of iterating, I need to first unpack this tuple in the first index. So this is what I am iterating. That at each tuple I am unpacking it. So now I got phone number. So now I can just display the phone number. Okay. So print. Yes. Okay. So this will, yeah, I can't run this code because now all the complete code is not there. But thing is, yes, this is how you unpack the tuple and display all the contacts. So the clear directions are given here. At each step one, you need to step two, you need to count contacts by organization. How to create this? How to do this? You need to iterate again from the contacts. You need to again iterate through the tuple and maintain one more data structure and then keep appending to it. Okay. So like that, you just understand what at each step. So the projects are very well designed. So you need to just understand the requirement, and then at each step we are giving a hint to do. Okay. So this will help you to build each building block. So we are building block by so step one, step two, step three, step four, step five, like that. Okay. So finally, we'll getting the entire information after completing the entire code. So yes, of course, it is not possible to cover every piece of code in the live because it might take more than 1 hour, 2 hours. But I'm just trying to help you out how to think, how to apply the logic, whatever concepts we learn to get more depth on it, how assignments are useful, how projects are useful, how we are designing the projects. So just try to understand. If you miss anything, just keep practicing it, and keep asking questions. We are here to help you actually. So the so so on that note, actually, for the week one, we are just from the content wise, we are done. So now I will take question and answers. So any questions now? Any questions? Yeah, please let me know for any questions. Yeah, so let me ask few basic things. So are you able to install Python? Able to install Jupyter Notebook? Are you able to run few examples? Okay, okay. So let's okay. So yeah, thank you, Surya. Yeah, I'll continue. Yeah. So next is what to are you able to complete the week one content? If not, please try to complete as early as you can. Because from the next week we'll be put from tomorrow midnight onwards, the week two content will be available on the YouTube videos. So you can just go ahead and access it. So we'll provide the links to you. Okay. So but again, since this is week one, so you start getting used to this structure. So we'll also try to plan more sessions. If not, okay, if any doubts in between you have, we will be organizing more internal sessions also. Okay. So but one last thing I will emphasize is, yes, it is not that straightforward. So but understand, go through the content, understand the basics, apply those basics to the assignments, and take it deeper into the projects. Okay, learn, keep practicing, learn. If any help needed, just reach out to us. Okay. And but please don't use I should not use these words, but yeah, but try to do it on your own as best as possible. Okay, it's okay to take help, but at least try to do as best as you can on your own. So because we are learning here, we don't want to skip any learnings here. Okay. So on that note, if no other questions, I will just end this live session for today. So thank you all for joining. If there are any other questions, I will take it forward. So I'll just wait for 30 seconds. If there are no questions, I will end the stream. Yeah, please put lot of comments, lot of in the live chats, post lot of comments. So that way, so are you happy with this week one? So are you happy with the week one and week one progress? And in week two, we'll discuss about, yeah, yes, I see some symbols coming. Yeah, some emojis. Yeah. See, I would like to add one last thing and end the session. One last thing. See the pattern. if you want emphasize more on assignments and projects in the live session, I'm okay to do it. Or if you want to more emphasis on like just explaining the building blocks of the assignments or building blocks of the projects also, I'm fine with it. So we'll definitely work out on it. Okay. So you can just share your feedback, or if you can share your opinion on Discord. You can just put some discussion poll, whatever you want. Okay. So, but don't hesitate, don't stop unless and until you speak and you come up with some discussion point or with some doubts. We will also, it will be feel us more better and good. Okay. So whatever we are delivering, you're able to follow, and that is really helping you. That is our main intention actually. Okay. So yeah, so in week 2 we will see about few things like what are functions and error handling, and we'll go through asynchronous programming, and we'll go through some file operations. Okay. So in week 2 these are the 4 topics coming. The content is about to deliver in YouTube in the tomorrow. Keep watching for the updates. Yeah, so if there are no comments and nothing, so I'm just ending the session now for today. Hmm.